All right, we're going to do another speed run, how to go from an ACC project that's been published to a report in Power BI as soon as possible without getting lost in the technical details. So right here, I have my project. It's called Tower S Architecture. And in here, I've already got the proper 3D view that is ready to be exported. It's going to be called VIM-all or just VIM. So let's go into VIM Enterprise and get started. First thing I'll do is start a new project from the source of ACC, and I'll call it Skanska Speed Run. In here, because it's an ACC project, we get this pick button that is going to be connected to ACC. Now, for this to work, your IT already needs to have given you the proper information to fill in the client ID, client secret. So I've already done that work, so I'm going to just go and pick, and I'm going to go VIM Skanska Tower 2025. In here, we got the project files, and quite quickly, we're going to see Tower S Architecture, which is the file we were just looking at. Let's go with VIM ALL and click Done. Okay, so that's populating all the data we needed. At this point, we need to put a VIM file path somewhere. So I've already got a folder where I can place it, and let's just go navigate to that folder real quick. And we'll save it right there. Okay, the Azure Blob storage is always going to be the same. Your IT is going to give you that data. So I'm just going to put that in here, and this is where the 3D model is going to reside. And then your IT is also going to give you a database connection string. So when you have a new project, you call them and you say, hey, I have a new project called Skanska Speed Run. Can you start a new database for it and give me the database connection string? You can also test this real quick, and we see that it is a valid connection string. So all of this has been populated automatically. At this point, I can save, and I can go all the way back up and click run. And at this point, I'm just going to wait. It's going to grab the latest version of the model on ACC, make it into a VIM file. So that VIM file is going to be saved locally, and then is going to be pushed into your SQL database that will then be ingested by Power BI. Speaking of Power BI, let's go look at the templates. So these are the templates that we provide you, but your BIM director may give you a template that's more customized for your own needs. And so I'm just going to take the one that says RVT for Revit. I'm going to paste it in here. And then at the end, I'm going to add the name Skanska Speed Run. Okay, I'm going to open this up, and it's going to be empty. And, you know, this is a pretty big model. I think there's over 8 million parameters, so it's going to take some time to go through it. But as soon as that database is going to be ready, I'll be ready to ingest it in Power BI. Okay, we are done. It took about 54 minutes with this server. So what we're going to do is scroll down to the yellow part of Power BI. And on the right, we've got our empty template. We're going to go into transform data source settings, and change the source of our server database. So the database server will be what we've got here. Just copy paste, and the database name will be here. I'm going to clear permissions because the first time you do it is going to ask you for your password. So I want you to see that. Let's go close, apply the changes. And right away, we're going to want to put in our database credentials. So click database, database username, database password. And when we click connect, we should be able to start siphoning all of that data from the database into our template. All right, so our model has loaded. Right now, I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm going to open the VIM desktop app, and I'm going to run this in Ultra mode. So instead of downloading the model every time, it's going to download it once, and it's going to make the entire thing extremely fast. So let's just minimize this now that it's running. And next time I change the page here, I think right now it's downloading it once, so it's a bit slower. And then when I change the tab, instead of downloading it every single time, it's taking it locally. So it's extremely snappy, and it's also going to support extremely large buildings. So now we've done our speed run. We went all the way from a Revit file to Power BI, and we're running it in VIM Ultra, so we can run it super fast and have a great experience in it. All right, thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.